Imagine a standard morning. You order breakfast delivery, sit down at the table, and pop open your burger box. But instead of a breakfast sandwich, you find a live, wriggling baby sea turtle. This is a direct collision between two separate worlds. You have a symbol of instant human convenience acting as a vessel for misplaced marine biology. An intersection this bizarre forces a specific ethical choice. When humans accidentally intercept a wild creature's journey, we have to decide how to help without causing further harm. Humans have a strong instinct toward domestication. We want to assign names and assume that because an animal appeared in our house, it somehow chose us to be its caretakers. Marine biology operates on a much stricter set of rules. Baby sea turtles hatch on sandy beaches with a hardwired internal compass that points them directly toward the ocean waves. When that trajectory is diverted into a bedroom, the biological cycle breaks. A house lacks the specific environmental cues and resources these hatchlings need to survive their first few days. Keeping a wild animal as a pet often leads to unintended harm. To actually help, the focus must shift from permanent ownership to a temporary, science-backed rescue. Effective wildlife rescue begins with a triage phase, focusing entirely on the animal's immediate physical requirements. Here, we must resist the urge to treat the turtle like a tiny human. While we might want to buy it a bed, a jacket, or sunglasses, the animal actually requires a very specific, stark environment to stay healthy. This temporary sanctuary needs sand, shallow water, and precise thermoregulation from a heat lamp to keep its metabolism functioning. Furthermore, because of sexual monomorphism, it's visually impossible to determine a hatchling's sex without advanced medical equipment. True rescue requires removing our personal biases and names. Success depends on providing a neutral, biologically accurate space that prepares the animal for its return to the wild. Once the heat lamp is on and the sand is settled, it's easy to feel like the turtle is safe within the walls of a home. That safety is temporary. A natural predator, like a seagull, can easily spot a hatchling on a ledge, dive-bombing the sanctuary to claim a meal. The seagull's relentless mine call is the sound of the natural food chain operating inside a suburban backyard. The bird is simply following its own biological drive to find food. This forces a frantic chase, sprinting through the neighborhood and using a skateboard to intercept the bird before it can fly off with the hatchling. This confrontation highlights how vulnerable these animals are. Human intervention can offer a brief moment of protection, but a domestic setting can't shield a wild animal from the reality of predation forever. The rescue ends with a drive to the beach, featuring a temporary truce between the humans, the turtle, and the bird that tried to eat it.
Bright, conversational tone. If you understood the seagull's single-minded motivation, drop its favorite catchphrase into the comments. See you next time.